Hey everyone, my name is Eric Jones, better known as the Turf Teacher, and this is an interview that I did with Ron Scheffler, who is on the Leadership Committee for the National Prayer Breakfast that's going to be held Wednesday, October 22nd at 7 a.m. at Equip Expo. It's going to be at the Crowne Plaza Hotel near the Louisville Airport. Ron, are you there, buddy?
Hey, good morning, Eric. How's everything going?
Good, man. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, awesome day so far. So good. And now it's even better with you.
Oh, well, good deal, man. I like hearing that, man. I like hearing that. But y'all getting any rain, or is it getting a little dry where you're at?
It's been dry all week. We've been having a heck of a summer mowing my property twice a week, which is crazy.
Wow.
All summer long it's been crazy here. But now this week it's been dry. Supposed to get something this weekend. We'll see how it goes.
Wow. Well, good deal. Well, man, I'm glad to have you back on, man. It's been a while. I can't remember the last time we did have you on the show. It was what, beginning of the summer or maybe late spring?
Yeah, I think it was, if I remember right, it was definitely maybe late spring, that transition time. I think it was in June sometime. It's been a little bit, but
Gotcha.
appreciate you having me back on.
Yes. And we want to hear all about Trades for Christ. We want to hear all about Equip Expo and the National Prayer Breakfast. And, Turfs Up Radio is going to be there. But we want to know if there's anything that we can do now in the meantime with, just promoting the show or what is it that you guys need? We first tell us about it, and then we'll talk about what we can do for you.
Sure. Well, the prayer breakfast, it starts out, it's the way to kick off the long week, right?
Oh, yeah.
Equip Expo, our turf industry revolves around this week, right? This is the center of the universe for a
It
short
is.
period of time here, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of exciting. It's a huge family, right? I look at the turf industry as a huge family, and I get so jacked when we go every year. But at the same time, Friday night, my wife usually says, "Where's my husband?" I'm just a shell of a man, talking all week. But it's a way, like, it didn't happen last year. Last year was the first time I went to the prayer breakfast,
Mhm.
and I got there, and I got so jacked from being there. I wasn't sure what it was going to be about. I thought, what are we going to do? Is this prayer breakfast? Is this going to be, a few guys sitting around a room, which is fine, but I didn't know how big or how small it would be. And, am I going to get some dry toast? And hopefully there's a couple instant coffee somewhere. But I'm telling you, it was 250 people last year, and hot breakfast, full breakfast, bacon, eggs, sausage, and coffee. Right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's most important when that's that early in the morning. And so it's just a way of coming together, setting the week right. Getting set in stone, getting your north set, and then going off and having a good time. And I I did not have any loss of energy all week long. I think the Holy Spirit just got a hold of me and was just like, you obeyed, you went, and now here I am involved on the Trades for Christ board. So
Wow.
I'm just at awe at how God works. But you know, I know there's a lot of people thinking, man, I don't know. I don't know if I should come. I'm tentative. Maybe there might even be people that aren't believers that are maybe wanting to come and just check things out and hear things. Just come. It's a great event, great time, and it doesn't take a lot of time out of your day, right?
It doesn't.
It's
It doesn't. Because first thing, we can't get into the expo floor till what is it? Right after noon or something. I know the vendors and stuff can
Yeah,
get in, but it's open to the
yeah,
public at
mhm,
like lunchtime. So yeah, definitely get up
yeah.
and come.
Yeah,
But
I think the first wave of people like vendors and everything can come in. Distributors, dealers, I think are 9 o'clock.
okay,
So you can't even. You're right. You can't even get in till then, right? And the show's short, or the prayer breakfast is short, I should say. With doors open at 6:30. Breakfast will be ready at 6:30. It will be live stream as well, from some folks on Turf Nerds podcast, but also you know, the program kicks off at 7 a.m. and it ends abruptly at 8:15. So
okay,
there's a lot jam packed in an hour and 15 minutes.
yeah,
You've got, of course, it's prayer breakfast. So, of course, there's prayer. There's going to be a speaker from the industry that's going to talk about his personal testimony, his personal story. And then we're going to hear from Mike Singletary, right? The 1985 Chicago Bears
oh yeah,
uh, legend there and hear his story. And, I'm sure we're going to walk away with some challenges. I would expect that from an athlete, and I would expect that, in the wake of everything that's been happening here in the U.S. over the last few days, that we're going to hear some challenges and to be brave, right? So, and then, they'll close off with some prayer and some next steps, and there'll be a table there, there'll be some resources there. And it's right at the Crowne Plaza, right next to the Equip Expo. So you come on into the Crowne Plaza. You can park there. You can even keep your car parked there, or you can get in your car and drive over to the expo. But come in, get a full breakfast, walk it off, And did I mention, Eric, coffee?
Yeah.
Coffee,
Always got the coffee, man. Always. I'm kind of made fun of because just about everywhere I go, and especially when we go to church, because my wife's on the prayer team and a praise team, and so we're there at like 6:30, and we don't leave sometimes. We do take a lunch break, but we don't get back to the house till sometimes 9:30 at night, just because of the evening service, and then there's choir practice on Sunday nights and life classes, and they're like, Eric, you're still drinking? Is that the same cup of coffee? I'm like, no, there is
yeah,
a big thermos.
IV, yeah.
But I don't know. And I wanted to ask you this, Ron, because, with what has happened, and especially what happened a week ago today, and on social media, the number of people posting that this was the first time that they'd been to church. And, Charlie's legacy, I think, is going to be so much more bigger than it could have ever been if he was still alive. And that's sad to say, but what happened last Wednesday has woken so many people up and got them thinking, hey, I need to go to church. I need to do this. And you saw numbers across the board. Our services were full. And just seeing people that we knew didn't go to church, posted on Facebook, hey, first time going to church today, took the kids. And it was good just seeing that. Do you think this might be something that could happen at the prayer breakfast? More people show up just because they've been touched here these past few weeks.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe people are coming to, there's going to be some folks just coming to get a glimpse and hear Mike Singletary, right? Sports enthusiasts, stuff like that too, that aren't necessarily believers. But I feel that we're expecting north of 300 people this year for it. That's what we'll, of course, there'll be enough breakfast for more than that,
Yeah.
But we've already seen numbers on our RSVP list that have already beyond this time last year. So speaking to that, you can go onto the tradesforchrist.com in the upper right corner and RSVP. You don't have to RSVP to show up. You can certainly show up without doing that, but this just gives us an idea of how many people to expect and help, how prepare for food. But no, I certainly expect more people in the wake of everything. I feel, like a lot of folks, I feel a call to action. Hey, we get comfy. I go to church on Sunday too. My wife and I participate in the worship services. I teach. My wife is on the team. My son's on the team, leads worship. My daughter-in-law. There's a lot of folks there that help out, and in my family. And this is just something like, don't get comfy.
Yeah.
There are lost people out there, people who don't know the truth, which is crazy in our digital age, right? You go out and Google anything you want, and there's still people that don't hear the truth truthfully, if I say it that way.
Yeah.
And so I hope people can come, check it out, and take home a nugget, if you will. You'll hear from a lot of different people, and it'll be hopefully be eye-opening. And then again, there'll be some resources, and there's a lot of folks in that room that'll be willing to stay after a little bit and talk to you if need be.
Yeah. And that's awesome. That's awesome. Just to see people, if there's a chance that we can bring people to Christ. I mean, that is, an emotional situation. And every time we see somebody at church give their life to Christ, it just, it's such joy, it tears me up, to see it happen. And, but it's tears of joy, just seeing that somebody has made that decision. So I love it.
Break those chains, and eternity starts that day, right?
It does. Wow. And I can't believe, man, it ain't but 33 days to the prayer breakfast, or 32, somewhere like that, because it's on Wednesday. Yeah, so that's the same day that the expo opens. So 33 days.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be fun, and it always seems like you're starting to prep, a month after the show ends, you're starting to think about next year already. And here we're getting units ready for the show already, and logistics planning, and lots of meetings already. And the prayer breakfast meetings are happening. We're on a once a week schedule now to meet with that and talk logistics. So just excited about everything coming around the corner here real quick.
Well, good deal. Hey, I do want to say Lee Withers says hello to the both of us. So
Hey, all right. Hey,
he,
Lee. Yeah,
he
Lee's on the board here and does a
yeah,
great job for
yeah.
Trades for Christ. Yeah.
So it's good to always have him listening. But Ron, what is it? What is it with Turfs Up Radio? How can we help you guys these next 33 days?
Yeah, a couple things. I think one, just put a little bug on your show every other day, maybe, or once a week, something like that. Whatever you find convenient. Just the quick logistics. 6:30 a.m. Right at the Crowne Plaza next to the Equip Expo. Free hot breakfast, right? Free is the key word, and
Yeah.
coffee, right? So keep that coffee out there. And then we also have some flyers. If there's some folks, there's still room for some sponsorships. If people want to donate, they can reach out to Trades for Christ and help donate to the cause. They can also get some sponsorships. I think the sponsorship level starts at like $1,000 if you want to see your logo up on the board. We can certainly take more offerings because there's bigger and better plans for next year already that we're talking about too. So we could start filling the coffers, if you will.
Well, where can
and then we also have a flyer.
Where can we find that information about sponsorships?
You go to tradesforchrist.com.
All right.
And there should be some information on the website, or at least a chat to us, in the About Us section. You should be able to reach out to us. And maybe Lee's, if he's available, maybe he can message you something too. But if not, Eric, I can look up that information and get it to you right after we
Okay, perfect. Yes.
Yeah. But we also have a flyer too we have a PDF. If you know some friends, I could send that over to you, and if you want to, we could send this out to some people via email, and if people are interested, just a little bit of a reminder.
Absolutely, yes, and we can put that on our website. We can put it on our social, and I'll print a bunch out, and every time we're going to our vendors, because it's weird. A lot of our vendors from down here, I see them more up in Louisville than I do here, because it's we're calling and they send the parts we need here to the shop and stuff like that. So it'd give me a chance to go see my buddies before there and try to get them there. So yeah, dude, we want to do everything we can to push this for you guys. And then
thank you, really, really appreciate it.
And our vendors, they may want to sponsor, so maybe we can, Turfs Up Radio can do something with you as well. So let's.
Yeah, and on LinkedIn too, there's been some, we've posted a few things on LinkedIn thanking our sponsors, and so they're getting a little bit more ad time out there as well. Some vendors, some OEMs, so a lot of different people are supporting this cause and this movement, and we're just going to keep on going.
All right. Awesome. So, cannot wait, man. It's going to be good, and like I said, Turfs Up will be there. We'll be broadcasting it live, and looking forward to it, man. So,
yeah, I appreciate all the help, Eric, that you've done, and looking forward to seeing you here in a few weeks if I don't talk to you before then.
Yes, sir. We'll be up Monday. We're traveling up Monday. That way we just get a full day's rest before. Well, last year we came up on Tuesday, and it was it wore us out. So,
yeah.
We love the drive through the mountains. So,
yeah, no, pretty drive. Lots to do in Louisville too, and can't wait to see the larger family. It's always exciting to see some folks that I haven't seen, in a year sometimes. So
yeah, well, good deal. Well, awesome, my friend. And please get me that information. I'll text you my email address, and if you send me links on the sponsorship and that PDF flyer, and we'll start promoting this thing hot and heavy for you.
Perfect. Thanks, Eric, so much, and say hi to Jennifer for us, and appreciate what you guys do.
All right. Thanks, Ron. Have a blessed day, my friend.
You too. Take care.
See ya. Bye-bye.